don't think you're looking for this, but someone is falling deeply in love with you. Unconditional, true love here because of how authentic you are. And all of this love journey that you're about to go on is actually going to awaken some new spiritual benefits for you. In the heart of today's spread, we have number 44, fall in love with love. It's worth it every time. So I think you have a true admirer here, right? You have someone that really wants to love you completely unconditionally, right? I think this person is admiring you and admiring work you've done, specifically in probably the area of like protesting or really writing or communicating, doing something that really expresses your unique voice. You could be a musician, you could be an artist. There's something you're doing right now that is showing this person what an amazing, powerful soul you are. Because crowning the reading, we have 22, authentic expression. Unapologetic expression will set your soul on fire. Allow every piece of you to be heard and seen. The world needs your specific medicine. Like, you know that we are powerful together, like more powerful as a collective than any kind of power structure could be. This feels very like Pluto retrograding in Capricorn to me, which is what's going on right now, right? When Pluto is in Capricorn, it is all about shaking the foundations of our institutions, right? And I feel like that is where you are, and that's where your focus has been, is really kind of shaking things up in the order that we have society in. Like, you want to see more and more people succeed, do right in the world, achieve their dreams. You want to see the power go to the people, which we will see Pluto move into Aquarius again towards the end of this year. And you're not afraid to speak your mind, honey. You're not afraid to say exactly what you think. You are not any kind of shirking wallflower. You don't care what people say about how you look. You don't care what people say about how you dress. Like, you are going to do what you do. And you do what you do because you have a true soul calling for service. Because at the bottom of the spread, we do have number 29, soul service. The soul lights up through service. Listen to your heart and hold space for those who need compassion. Your soul is ready to learn and grow from others and ready to really be in service to other people, because I don't think you can stand by while other people are not having their unique voice able to be expressed. Like, you are someone who is ready to kind of like just push down whatever walls you need to push down, whatever barriers need to go, you're ready to get rid of them so that people have more opportunity and can really pursue whatever their dream is, right? Like, you are here to help others achieve their soul purpose as you are achieving your soul purpose. Like, I feel like a real leadership energy here. Honestly, this sounds very Queen of Wands to me. Like, so you might be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, though. More than that, the Queen of Wands to me really represents in the traditional tarot someone who doesn't give a flying flip, right? She is going to do what she do when she do what she do, right? And she knows what she wants. She goes after what she wants. And she is pictured actually in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck with a black cat and kind of doing this man spread as she sits there. And it's because, like, basically she doesn't care if anyone's superstitious about her cat. She don't care if people have things to say about how she's sitting. She is going to do what she does because that is what her soul most strongly calls her towards. Now, I do feel like you have caught this person's attention because of this sort of confidence that you're exuding right now. And so I do want to know a little bit more about your journey first. Then I want to get into like who this mystery admirer is. And I want to see how things are taking off between the two of you. But before I get to all that, I do have one special card for you. And that is the subscribe card. Subscribe for more readings like this. So I don't think you were always like this fired up about life, okay? In the recent past here, we've got number 12, rest and retreat, a call to slow down and come back into your own energy. Like, I feel like there's been a long period of time where you have just really been kind of keeping to yourself, right? So kind of what's led you to this moment is I feel like you kind of went through something rough and you kind of just went into like a healing mode or a healing period for a while. This feels very Four of Swords to me. So like you are just kind of like you've been sort of dead to the world. You're like not really interested in like interacting with people. And I think you just sort of retreated to kind of heal and protect your own energy while you were going through sort of a grieving period of sorts. Like I have a feeling here that likely you lost someone or something that was incredibly important to you. So this could have been like a career that you had for quite some time, or this could have been a relationship that just meant the world to you. But something kind of happened here. There was a big ending and the universe sort of stuck you in the void. And during that void, you just have spent time sort of learning and resting and healing, sort of tending to your wounds. And I feel like right now you've been really in this point in your life with the number 46 Stand By Me card, where you're really starting to understand how your emotions sort of play in with your reality, with your experience, with your work that you do, what you want to accomplish, with your authentic voice that you want to express. Understanding that you will not be emotional forever. Meaning that I feel like you're really doing a lot of shadow work around the sadness, the grief, the loss that you experienced from this other situation, this job that kind of ended, or this relationship that sort of broke apart. I feel like you are really, starting to understand that some of the grief here, some of the sorrow, some of the anger that you were feeling, all of it was coming from like just kind of overthinking. And that you've been sort of like killing your own happiness here, as this card is saying. You've been sort of just like avoiding stepping into what you know is your destiny. And if you're feminine, I really feel like, if we identify as a feminine energy, I really feel like this had to do with the expression of anger, okay? So of course, anger is something that in women, like we're conditioned not to really express. And so it's something that gets suppressed just a whole lot in us. And I feel like, what kind of masquerades or has masqueraded as anger for you in the past has been sort of like this nervous energy, this overthinking energy, right? This like, well, what if that happens? And what if this happens? And really, you're starting to learn that actually that comes from a place of righteous anger, right? Of seeing wrongs in the world, wanting to correct those wrongs, wanting to speak your actual authentic truth and get that out there in the world, and feeling muzzled, feeling like you couldn't do that, right? And I think right now you really start to kind of come to terms with some of those habits of like overthinking, and likely you were probably overindulging a little bit to kind of deal with it, right? To sort of bury that emotion. Like that could be overeating or over shopping or over drinking or over smoking, anything like that. But I think you're realizing those habits came from like this anger that you felt about, wanting to have your authentic voice heard, and then wanting to help others have their authentic voices heard as well, right? So I feel like you're in this energy now of like really, truly, deeply knowing yourself. And because you've kind of stepped into that confidence, that's just bringing this new love interest in, right? They're attracted to that confidence. When we are out there kind of on our own spiritual journeys, on our own spiritual path, and our focus is on what universe wants us to do, the path that our soul kind of decided on before we incarnated, that is when like the love that we had kind of hoped for, or the job that we had been dreaming of, that's when it shows up. Okay. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Like your focus has been so much on your own personal growth, your own personal ascension, that like what you've been hoping for, that loss that you experienced, the replacement of that, like that new job or that new person, I feel like this is a new person. It's showing up now, right? Because your focus is over here, and you just sort of made your order with the universe, and now the universe is bringing this into you, baby. And not only that, I also think you're about to head into a new spiritual journey here. All right. I feel like the universe is really opening up new abilities for you, right? Because in the upcoming future here, we have number 21, crystal visions. Your clairvoyance is opening up. You're going to be able to see things that you've never seen before. Like you're going to be able to see the spiritual realm. You're going to be able to access the Akashic records. I feel like you are someone who your psychic sight is about to get a major upgrade. Like, y'all, this is a wild reading. You're going to have to tell me if this is for you. Please do comment. Yeah, you are headed down this really amazing spiritual path. Like, you have love coming into you, right? We started, I told you the heart of the spread was that love card. And so you have love coming to you, but you also are kind of just really feeling empowered in the spiritual journey that you're on. And you are about to be able to see. Like, I really feel like this might start as dreams for you in particular, just because of the dreaminess of this particular card. Like, I feel like at first it's going to start off as dreams, and it's like you're just going to kind of know from your dreams what's kind of coming up that day, or something that's going to happen. And you're going to see like some predictions kind of come true, and you're just going to be like, that was my dream. What is happening? Right? Like, I kind of get that sort of energy. But it's going to be okay. And I think that's just going to be just the beginning. Like, I really see you sort of pursuing this sort of spiritual path where you are really leaning more into like meditation, leaning more into visualization, really opening up that third eye chakra and able to just kind of delve into it. All right, so that's all super exciting. Now, you also have this romance here. Like, I haven't really talked to you much about that. So let's take a look at who this person is. All right, well, it is someone interested in marriage, interested in long-term commitment here with the 10 of Cups here. They see you as a potential forever person, right? So this is something that, like, woo, right off the bat to get 10 of Cups on this, on who this person is someone who wants marriage. They want commitment. They want that everlasting, unconditional love that's depicted here in the domestic bliss card, the 10 of Cups. And we have feminine earth sign energy, so this could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, as well as masculine water sign energy. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now, normally I wouldn't think of these as a true pair, but we've got 10 of Cups right next to it, okay? I really feel like this is like the feminine in this connection is just a very grounded person. She's a nurturer. The archetype of the Queen of Pentacles is the good mother. She knows how to care for herself, her home, her family, her community that surrounds her. And then he is just very generous and very loving, right? The archetype of the King of Cups is the benefactor, right? This is someone, they just want to give all their love, right? They want to be a support. This is someone incredibly supportive, masculine energy, incredibly emotionally mature too. This is someone, they know how to balance their logical side with their emotional side. So I feel like we've got like this kind of amazing couple with this earth sign energy and this water sign energy sort of playing in here, where the two of you, you just kind of want to support one another and really build a future together. Now, this person might be a little bit younger than you since the page showed up, but more than that, though, I mean, even if they're not younger, this is someone that wants like an adventure partner. They want someone who they're going to experience the world with, right? The Page of Wands can be indicative of travel. So they like the idea of like traveling with you. They like the idea of going to new places, doing new things. This is someone who wants to just explore. And we do have Cancer showing up here again with the Chariot. This is someone who's got their stuff together, baby. All right, this is someone who they might have not always been like the most put together person, but at this point in time, they know what they want. They're going after what they want. They are charging for it. And part of what they want is you, boo-boo. And I got to pull some charms for confirmation here. Y'all, I got a whole name. All right, whoever's person is Brian, this reading might be for you, dude. But I did get some other initials here. I got JLLTWG. And then it doesn't necessarily have to be Brian. I just automatically saw that. I was like, whoa. All right. Additional charms that I got is just a nice little love. There's a lot of love here in this connection, but you already kind of know that. We got that starfish again. This isn't the first time I pulled that. So somebody out here got some kind of major connection to the beach. Also that Christmas tree. Y'all, I don't know what it is about Christmas time, but somebody met someone over Christmas or the holiday season. Maybe they were at the beach over the holiday season specifically. Number 9 is important to this connection. We also have a rocket ship. That might mean Florida, like Cape Canaveral, you think? I don't know. All right, so then we've got a dancer. So one or both of you might be dancers. I like the little Twitter thing here. So maybe you met online or you met on social media. A seashell. This is really beachy. To me that says Cape Canaveral at Christmas specifically. All right, although we got gloves here. So gloves will be a colder temperature, something in winter. Again, a snowflake. We do have a Jewish star here, or as above, so below, if you want to look at it that way. So there's some kind of spiritual connection that might have to do with Judaism or with Hermeticism. And a bumblebee. Maybe they raise bees and have honey. I don't know. And of course, knows me now. I got to know, like, how are things going down between the two of you? I definitely think this is someone new with the Ace of Cups combined with the Fool here. So Ace of Cups is all about like a big romantic offer, like the seed of love has been planted. All you gotta do is water that seed and take care of it, nurture it. And then the Fool is all about, you know, taking that leap of faith here, usually on something new. Both of these cards kind of indicate a new love interest here. Like, so this is something that I feel like both of you are just gonna kind of just take a dive, but like in a good way. And they are showing up in some Emperor energy. This is your divine masculine. This is the one you've been waiting for, ladies. All right, so well, and it doesn't have to be ladies, but you know what I mean. Like, this is the masculine energy that you've been wanting to build a future with, right? And I love second deck. King of Cups again. They really might be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now, they could be an Aries, Emperor's Aries as well. But really, I feel like this is someone who might be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is a very caring, emotionally mature man. And he's a man that knows how to build empires, how to build worlds, right? This might be a businessman in addition to being someone, like he might have his own business. In addition to being someone who's just very caring, very empathetic. Maybe you guys are meeting through nonprofit work is what I just heard. So, but like basically you guys are really kind of coming together here. They just immediately seem like the kind of man the kind of energy, masculine energy you've been waiting on. And this don't get much more positive than this. All right. So like basically we got the sun, we got happiness, we got joy. I think the two of you just light each other up, make each other feel good. This is Leo energy. You remember I picked up on some feminine fire sign potential energy here on this reading. But basically it's because you're emotionally secure, right? When I was talking about you kind of put all your focus into your work, what you desire, what you're trying to manifest, really putting out your most authentic voice and helping others find their most authentic voice too. When you made that your attention, you really leaned into emotional independence, right? That is what's bringing this in, boo-boo. That's not really a big surprise, honestly, because that's just energetically how this works. And they will just be coming forward, making you an offer, asking you out on a date is what I'm seeing here. So with Knight of Cups, and I like this depiction because this Knight of Cups is slow moving, right? This isn't about a love bomber in this particular depiction of the card. This is just about someone asking you out, being nice, being a little romantical, being a gentleman. All right, that is all just incredibly positive. Please, for the love of all that's holy, tell me what's going on here when this is coming in for you. Please do comment below. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you so much for being here today. I do hope you'll stick around for this next reading right here. And I'll see you next time.